Welcome back to A Current Affair in Los Angeles. The man who is Al Cowling's alibi for the night of the murders talks in a moment. But first, somebody else who's talking a lot. The widow of grunge rocker Kurt Cobain, who shot himself to death last year. Courtney Love, finding fame as a rock star in her own right, has been sounding more and more like a grungy Madonna. David Lee Miller got stuck with this story.
Courtney Love, grunge diva.
Something good can come out of Kurt's death. I don't know what it is yet.
Grieving widow of grunge superstar Kurt Cobain. Hellraiser. And now it's Courtney Love, Cover Girl. The lead singer for the band Hole graces the cover of this month's edition of Vanity Fair magazine. And in a no-holds-barred interview, she tells the whole love story. From her experiments with homosexuality to drugs to her daughter and the suicide of her husband, Kurt Cobain. Cobain, lead singer of the band Nirvana, died a year ago last month. He shot himself in the couple's Seattle home. And Love tells Vanity Fair that she built a sort of shrine to the late singer, using his ashes and a few strands of his hair.
I'm sorry you're sad. I'm just as sad as you are, but I'm too numb.
On the subject of her child with Cobain, a 2.5-year-old girl named Frances Bean, Love says she looks just like her daddy. Since the child was born, there have been questions as to Love's fitness as a mother. Ironically, in a 1992 Vanity Fair article, a pregnant Courtney Love smoked a cigarette that was later airbrushed from the photo. The magazine also reported that she had used heroin during that pregnancy, which she's denied.
The rock press has pretty much portrayed her as a really adoring mother and has, put a lot of emphasis on how happy and well-adjusted a child Frances Bean is, but that doesn't change the fact that Courtney herself admits in this article that she was taking heroin after Kurt's death.
Love also tells Vanity Fair that she has experimented with homosexuality, although she insists this performance at the Oscars with her friend Amanda de Cadenet was just for show.
She's got a certain grunge goddess appeal to her. I think that she lives by different rules than the rest of your Hollywood people do, so she's allowed to get away with a certain looser standard.
But many people would say that Courtney is far from the perfect parent. She recently dove into a mosh pit during a concert, then allegedly beat up a concert goer who grabbed her.
Courtney is perceived as a very tragic, out-of-control figure, but I think she's a lot savvier and a lot less self-destructive even than a lot of people assume she is. She's certainly less self-destructive than Kurt Cobain was.
And in this very revealing Vanity Fair interview, Love not only reveals the K for Kurt she has tattooed on her chest, but her fear that the American people want her dead. But Courtney says she's here to stay, and America will soon be treated to a big-screen love fest. She's making a movie called Feeling Minnesota with speedster Keanu Reeves.
I think she has intelligence and charisma, which are the two things that make any great actor or actress, and she's certainly proved that she's willing to take chances.
Let's hope her daughter, Frances Bean, lives through it, too.